real ones, my real ones, my real ones. Run it up with my real ones, run it up with my real ones. Coming up with my real ones, coming up with my real ones. I only fuck with the real ones, real ones, my real ones, real ones, my real ones, my real ones. Run it up with my.
You know what I'm saying? Ever. You feel me? No FEMA, no none of that shit. What a nigga be talking about, I don't know what the fuck a nigga talking. A few niggas got that. Everybody ain't get that shit. For the most part, we still in survival mode. Man, we got PTSD. Niggas walking around it. The murder rate still high to this day, cause niggas was 2, 3 years old living in shelters, and them same National Guards that's coming down here for this corona shit was walking around them with their AR-15s on them. You feel what I'm saying? Strapped up on them. These children grew up thinking they was at war. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they had to fight to survive. I'm living around 100 other people in a fucking shelter for years. You know what I'm saying? No matter how long they had to be. It was a hotel, a shelter, wherever you had to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. It was more like, I'm not about to live like this. I just come from fucking glory. You feel me? It might look like we ain't had nothing, but that was everything to us. You know what I'm saying?
I don't beef with rappers, nigga.
Welcome back. I am Ayo CONSACO, fearless leader of Ayo Nation and the Men 2 movement. And this is the Step Down. Today I had to come holler at y'all, man. Had to come tap in with one of the realest out the city. You know what I'm saying?
Much respect.
You know, y'all done seen him on the show plenty of times. Real lyricist. You know, really one of the people who, when I was just really trying to get it in people's head that you have to be talented to get on the platform, really one of the people who really set that bar up there, man. New Orleans, man, in the building, man. Speak to him, man.
Respect. New Orleans. Welcome to New Orleans. You feel me? Mob living. I'm the general of that. You feel me? We all generals, but I'm the general of that. You feel me? Right now, I'm rocking with the big homie Ayo CONSACO, the fearless leader of Ayo Nation. You feel me? And we've been rocking before all this, right? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You feel me?
Definitely.
You know what it is.
I had to come tap in, man, because there's a lot going on with this corona shit and everything like that. First off, I don't even know if I want to start there. I want to start, you know, because I'm just, you know, we done rolled around New Orleans, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And even right now, like, tell the people where we at right now.
Well, right now we're in a 12 or uptown New Orleans. You feel what I'm saying? It's my home, it's my hub. You know what I'm saying? This what made me. This what, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
New Orleans. When you say noon, you gotta put that 12 on that too, but we ain't talking about no police though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? They get that confused.
So you saying, so your name, where did you get your name from anyway? That's the...
My name been known since forever. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Since a child. That's what they call me, the whole hood. Even in school, teachers call me that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So my name was Noon the Youngin. You know what I'm saying? Up until I became too mature to carry that youngin. You feel what I'm saying? So when I really I fell back and I really had to think what I offered to the game, what I offered to myself. All I could give you is my world. You feel what I'm saying? So New Orleans is me giving you me. You feel what I'm saying? That's all it is.
And see, so that really is a thing, because certain artists will take that young for their whole career, you know what I'm saying? And
you might want to.
Definitely. Change is always, speaking of change, we could talk about the coronavirus, but I want to talk about the big change that you spoke about because a lot of folks, I ain't never heard nobody say this. What happened with Katrina? All we heard from around the world, all we heard about New Orleans was niggas is raping bitches in the Superdome and killing each other in the Superdome. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, and Bush blew the levees up and shit like that. But when you spoke about the way New Orleans was before and after, like, that was crazy. So just tell them what, you know, like, happened with Katrina and after Katrina.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, before Katrina, you had like I was telling you, a close-knit, family-oriented type community. You couldn't go past another block without seeing 50 niggas on one block. You know what I'm saying? Like this corner right here, you'll see they had a basketball goal right here, 70 niggas right here. You go down the street, they got 70 more niggas down there. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
We know we all family, we all know each other, but that's a whole nother world. You feel what I'm saying? We talk different, we dress different, we move different. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's tribal, you feel me? So when Katrina happened, it split all that up. So now you got a part of your tribe and a whole nother part of the city. And the other half somewhere in another state. You feel what I'm saying? You know, so it ain't been the same since Katrina, but the unity, we learning how to cope with it, with, you know, what we giving right now. You
Definitely,
feel what I'm saying?
definitely. And just with the way it look, I want to make sure I give y'all a around the way look at you know, these houses, like they beautiful. You know what I'm saying? This is beautiful.
Fucking
but
right.
so a person may get fooled into thinking that they in a whole nother place.
See, you still in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't give a fuck. If it look like the White House, you better not stand right there too long. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It don't matter where you at. When you down here, it don't matter where you at. What it look like, it's walk for real. You know what I'm saying?
Like and what is it like? What? Cause you told me like it wasn't really no gang down here.
Ain't
So
no
like,
gang.
so what is like what this about? Like what is about? Like why this still? Is it just a regular dope money whole shit or just?
Oh, 9 times out of 10, it ain't even about no money. I mean, that might have a little bit to do with it, but a lot of this shit be tribal. Niggas been beefing since 95, 96, 90s. It don't die. You feel what I'm saying? So a nigga, like I was just telling you about the gentrification shit. We in different parts of the city. You might run across a nigga you ain't seen in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that killed your brother and y'all in a whole nother part of the city. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just, that's just where it happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of shit niggas still carry, you know, around with them and you know, it be hard to let go. And,
I
you
swear
know?
to God, and that's so real, and I'm working on that myself. Deal with when you feel played, like that shit be hard to sleep sometimes. Man.
See, feeling played is the #1 killer for African Americans in America. Feeling played, the moment a nigga feel played, you gotta feel him. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, it be hard to sleep, man. Like you just play with me, my nigga. Like you one thing, I'm a hoe.
Come on,
but
man.
you know when you get something, you know you got more to lose. You slower to act. Like it really is. So I want to ask about too. With all of these people, you know, New Orleans is pretty much what is synonymous with the music industry. You know, we got P, and even before P, who was niggas had the like, did the bounce music come before P? Or it was already in the city, but the world hadn't known about it yet.
The world ain't know about it. Honestly, the world still don't know about it. Because what they getting from bounce right now,
it's big freedom.
It's big freedom. And no disrespect to nobody lifestyle, but they getting that homo type. No, that's what they promote. That's what they do. I ain't knocking them. You feel me? But the original bounce rap was gangsters, was killers, rapping over a bounce beat. It was the tempo. It wasn't you bouncing your ass. It was a bounce rhythm. You feel what I'm saying? They switched that out for, you know what I'm saying, manipulating the mind. And, you know, now you got 4, 5-year-old little girls on the corner shaking their ass, and you ain't got no answers for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See? And we ain't even gonna go that way. We gonna just keep it straight where it's at. We got, you know. But as far as, you know, y'all got, you know, P, obviously the Hot Boys, and let me be on Young Greatness.
Respect.
Just let me speak on, if it's possible, with that greatness situation, like. That was just the same New Orleans shit, like niggas just feel played and just.
Personally, I don't know. I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't know no details. Much respect to Big Brother. He was one of the niggas that made it out. You feel me? That made it out the trenches. And anytime you could do that, I don't give a fuck where you from in my city. I salute that, because it's hard, man. We wake up trying to survive every day. You feel what I'm saying? So if you can make it out this bitch, man, I ain't got nothing but love for you. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother. But with that situation, I don't know the personal details, but at some point, you know, like Boosie, like everybody from Louisiana say, you got to lead because some of your ghosts follow you. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes leaving ain't an option because a nigga could follow you anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's about how you carry yourself when you get in that limelight. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't speaking on greatness per se. I'm speaking on, you know what I'm saying? Like, because real recognize it right back. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas, they get on these songs, they dissing niggas subliminally, and you know, you might not know what he talking about, but the nigga who he talking about know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? So,
and
it be like
the nigga that was right there know about that shit. Let's speak on this right there, because it gotta be spoke on. What I wanna know about, man, how much difference is it between the Baton Rouge and New Orleans culture? What you saying, we was in Third Ward in the beginning, then we, see it right across the street at 12th, and I just had to see what's going on down this bitch, so we roll around. But you said it's different between street to street. So with Baton Rouge and New Orleans, they having a lot of success right now. Is it a disconnect? What's going on with that? And with their music, it's like they come straight at it. They damn near a Baby Chirac or some shit like that. So like, what's up with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? With y'all,
I mean,
differences or whatever. How far away is it? First of all,
it's about an hour away, 45 if you're a flyer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, fuck, less than that if you really, can maneuver how you know how to maneuver. But it's a big difference. It's a real big difference. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna see the mentality is still the same around Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana, niggas gorillas everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? But when you cross them Twin Spans or when you cross that Bonnie Carry, you know what you're coming into. See, this different. It's an island. You gotta cross a body of water to get you. You feel me? When you a nigga from New Orleans, if you be like you from Louisiana, he gonna be like, no, I'm from New Orleans. You feel what I'm saying? Like we connect with everybody, but we so different. They'll tell you that. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a whole nother lifestyle. We way more fast paced. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
so why is them niggas why are they so murder, kill?
And, it's like that. I ain't taking nothing away. It's like that for real. But I mean, fuck, like I say, Louisiana niggas gorillas. It's like that everywhere across Louisiana. But this a different breed of nigga. You feel what I'm saying? When you come to New Orleans, I mean, the mentality just so raw. Like, anybody get it. It ain't no picks or chooses. It ain't no rap beef. Like, niggas rap beef, but it don't last long. You feel me? It's small. You talking about a nigga down the street. You gonna see him tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? Like, some of them dudes be 30 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? They could rap beef. You feel what I'm saying? For real. And not feel threatened. You feel me?
You ain't lying though, dog, because when I think about that shit, you ain't lying though. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas can say some name like that. That's some real shit though. And so what about the success? Like, do you feel like New Orleans had their time, now it's Baton Rouge time?
It's their turn. Respect, man. I salute them having a torch because they need their voice. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that they ain't got nothing to say. Them dudes been through shit too. Like I say, it's the trenches up there. It's just a different kind of trenches. I don't mean no disrespect when I say they're a little bit more country than we is, but this a little bit more city oriented than, you feel what I'm saying?
That's what it
on
is.
some shit,
That's
you know?
What it is. You know, country is country and city is city. Like, this shit is definitely a city. Like, we was in an alley just a minute ago. I ain't never been no alley in my life. Like, that shit, you know what I'm saying? You looking on the ground, you looking for heroin needles and shit like that. And that's what I'm so glad that, you know what I'm saying, I got my shit together to where now I can actually lead a state, man, and
respect,
and you know what I'm saying,
man,
and be able to do that, man, because now I can see the world and just experience different cultures and shit like that and ask these type of questions. You know what I'm saying? Because I really do feel like we need somebody around this bitch who can ask these heartfelt questions in a real way. And you know, because, you know, back to the success of artists and shit like that, I remember earlier we were talking and you said Mystical from up the street. What was Mystical's team name? Because people is talking right now with this infighting with QC, Offset, and Lil Baby. The Migos never had no entourage. What was Mystical's team name? Did he have, like, I know he had Tarantula was his, like...
That was an album name. I mean, I don't know Mystical for having the clique. I just know some of the rap groups he was with. Boot Camp Clique, like, I think that was Big Boy Records, you know what I'm saying? I think that was before he got with No Limit. And, you know, the No Limit situations was before he got with Cash Money, you know what I'm saying? But as far as him, like, being... on a team or having a label, a group of his own, I don't think he had
like
that.
You know, Juvenile had Wagon,
UTP,
you know what I'm saying, and
Salute
BG,
Big Brothers Wagon, Skip,
and BG, I heard Skip got a good food joint. I wish I would have came early enough to get some
chicken
of that
and
food,
watermelon.
Man. Yeah, man, I need some wing, man. Every set I come to, show me the wing spot off the top. But you know, BG had Chopper City. You know, did Mystical have like some niggas
that he doing his own thing?
Did he try to put anybody on?
I don't think so. And then see, I was younger. I was you know what I'm saying, a child when they was getting their run. When I got a glimpse of Mystical for my first time, I went to they used to have these little concerts, Teen Summit, you know what I'm saying, in the Superdome. and all the big artists would come, Cash Money and shit like that. And boys, No Limit did Teen Summit that year. And after they left, they went by P Mama House across Claiborne, and my uncle jammed up with them, so he took us around there. So I got to really see how these niggas operating off the mic and see them in real life. That motivated, that day motivated me. I got to shake Mystical hand, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. My favorite rapper. Cause he was saying where I'm from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then his lyricism, he all over the place. To me, he's still in my top 5 of niggas from New Orleans. Lyricism, man, niggas can't touch it.
Yeah, nigga, like you can't ignore that. You put on, if you can put on a nigga old song and still get that feeling.
In 2020.
Yeah, come on, man. I smell smoke. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be a smoker like that shit. It is. He told a story. You know what I'm saying? With animation, that's why I fuck with DMX so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga put so much into that shit. Another thing I want to add, man, with the whole Texas and New Orleans, like y'all got like a bond kind of like. Do y'all still have that link?
Fucking right. Houston, my second home. I just left from Dallas. You feel what I'm saying? I was out there for like a 7-month stretch. You know, mingling, doing a little business. Shout out to everybody in Dallas. I love Dallas. I just fell in love with Dallas.
Yeah.
Katrina, I went there after the storm.
That's what it.
Feel what I'm saying?
But even before that, though, it seemed like New Orleans.
Yeah. Before that, man, I hear stories from my OGs, and nigga tell me Pimp C and Bun B used to be chilling at the barbershop up there on Forest Street, right at the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, when I hear shit like that, that be motivating too. But
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It was always a connection with UGK and Louisiana, period. Not just New Orleans, because you know, they kind of like the reason why boosting them on. You feel what I'm saying?
What keep that bond still? Cause you still got people out there and shit like that. Like what keep that so strong?
Shit, that for one, I still got family. My grandma's still out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I got family out there for real. But I started my professional music career in Houston after Katrina. You feel what I'm saying? I was rapping at home. I used to battle niggas, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I always had balls and shit, but that was just rap. I never recorded until I got to Houston after Katrina. And
so you were recording when you were battling?
I wasn't recording down here. But when I never even seen the studio till after the storm. You know what I'm saying? Like a real studio. When I was recording in Houston, I bought my own equipment, put it in my apartment, and done my thing. You know what I'm saying? I did a couple battles out there, some light shit, but. Nothing major. Yeah. I just was getting my feet wet. I ain't know I wanted to be an artist till I was watching CNN and a nigga was lying on me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, saying that how we was living, raping, like we talked about earlier, raping and killing. So my first song was about addressing everything that, you feel me?
So you came out the gate speaking on some real
That's
shit.
It. I came from the heart first and foremost.
This, man, like with you being an artist who just ain't out here with the willy-nilly, not with the system and shit like that, like, how, do you feel like that's affecting your career, making it go slower? Do you feel like it's gonna work out in the end? Do you feel like it's more money and murder, or like why you feel?
I'm gonna keep it gangster. I've been offered 25 plus contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like until I knew what I was worth, I probably would have sold my life. I probably would have sold it all over. You know what I'm saying? For a little bit of nothing, but. Once I start realizing how many people was into what I was doing and wanted to know what else I had going on, that made me know I had something to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, let me work on my craft, let me work on me. And what's crazy is the whole time, like for years, like I said, when I first started rapping, I was battling and shit. I ain't know how to make a song. So my first mixtape, when a nigga heard my first mixtape, they thinking I'm seasoned. This is just me putting a hook. This is my first time doing hooks. My first time doing a song with 3 verses. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was me learning as I go. I ain't never had nobody to sit down and tell me, look, this is 16 or this is, you know what I'm saying?
You had to learn yourself.
I had to break it down.
Crazy.
Had to break it down,
That's
bro.
Crazy. And you know, with that right there, man, what is it a song? Let's just get to the people. Like, is it a song that you? What's the most? If they go on YouTube, like, what you feel like the song is that represents you the most? You know what I'm saying? Right now, that represents you right here. You know what I'm saying?
Years later, Wall. I could name a few. I'm gonna say Wall for real, cause of the times we in. You know what I'm saying? And I did that song in what? 07, 08. We probably dropped the video a little later than that, but the song been done. When you hear that song, you hear the youth in my voice, you know what I'm saying? You hear me, but the message still the same. I probably had a more purer message back then, cause so much shit happened till then where I had to, you know what I'm saying, focus on other shit. Back then it was just music. You feel me? Back then it was just the message.
Real shit. As far as the this virus going on, man. What the virus then did, I don't even want to compare it to Katrina. I want to talk about Katrina. Before we get to Corona, I want to talk about Katrina because there's a lot of speculation, like niggas, cause I remember even in Mobile, like when the New Orleans niggas came to Mobile, like niggas was getting laid the fuck down, like that shit was serious, like, but niggas had to respect it in a way because they're like, you know that these niggas, they lost everything that they got and shit like that. So it kind of make you want to be standoffish towards, you know what I'm saying, niggas who came, like the refugees and shit like that. Like this explain that mindset that nigga was in at that time.
And for one, that's what started the conflict when a nigga called us refugees. You feel me? We from American soil. You know what I'm saying? A refugee is somebody from another country seeking refuge into your country. You feel what I'm saying? So when CNN called us refugees, that pissed us off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all got buses, y'all got all this shit sending people across America. They don't know where they going. Las Vegas and Nevada people I ain't never see to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all sugarcoating it on the news and making it seem like it's our fault, like we the reason this bitch flooded. You feel me? Like, man, if you look at CNN through that, they looking at us like we was the problem. You know what I'm saying? They had the camera on niggas dying for real. You feel me? They was watching niggas die on camera, bro. You feel me? Niggas on the roof and you in a helicopter. I don't give a fuck if you work for a new. You see somebody dying, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So fuck America. That's how I feel, and I live like that. I don't give a fuck. Man, it's in America, man, it's a law in America that tell me as a black man that I'm not even a citizen of America. I put that on my soul. We not even citizens of America. You feel me? Like, we not. So that showed me that I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I've been living like that since then. So,
cause you know, motherfucker was telling me that the levees and all that shit ain't even busting till the storm was gone.
It was gone.
What was
like a day or two after the storm? It was sunny. Like I was sitting on a porch on my own steps. My great grandmother on the porch. I'm sitting on the steps. You heard me? It's a sunny, beautiful day. I'm talking about 80 degrees, you know what I'm saying? It's hot. I got a white beat on, some basketball shorts, and some fresh G-Nikes I just bought the day before. Air Force One, we call them G-Nikes, you heard me? But I'm sitting up there chilling, I'm cooling, and I start seeing water shoot out the drain, clear water. It ain't no dirty, what's clear water, like from the levee, from the lake or from the river or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking, and it's rushing fast. I'm talking about in a matter of 20 minutes, the shit hadn't reached the curb. It's coming up fast, you feel me?
Yeah.
And why this happening, I'm like, man, what the fuck going on? I'm thinking it's just like this block, that block, you know, a sewage problem or something, you know. I see my dude running up the street with a look on his face like he just saw that. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't see him in years since I saw him. I was like, what's that? He said, man, I'm about to go run down here to Claiborne Street, which is like 5 blocks up. He said, I'm about to go see how high the water is and I'm about to get my family the fuck out of here. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm fucked up right now because back at that time, after the storm, this how it really was. Niggas had then went back to work and shit. Katrina was over. Niggas was at work. My family was at work. That's why nobody went home. Everybody was back to normal, man. We had then cleaned up the block. Katrina was gone, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So when the water came up, I'm telling you, a police officer swung around the corner with his dogs in his hand, 2 big ass boxes. A nigga told me they just breached the levees. You feel me? A NOPD officer, they just breached the levees. He came, got his family, put him in the car, and got him the fuck out of here, you heard? That was my path, my word, that's all I needed to hear. I'm out of here, you heard? Got my family, but see, shit like that.
That's so crazy because, like, I'm hearing that niggas had to leave with what they had on them, no time to pack, and that kind of put a nigga in the mindset of the corona shit, right?
Bro, I left with the shit I had on. I made it to Houston, Texas with the clothes I had on my back. When we left, when we walked through the water was like chest deep, my nigga. You feel me? I left soaking wet, you know what I'm saying? It took about, what, 20 hours, 25 hours to get to Houston? That's 5 hours away. You know what I'm saying? So imagine all that on your mind. You don't know if you're gonna gas, you don't know if you're gonna stop or you're gonna be able to make, we don't even know where the fuck we going, where we gonna go when we get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was real for real, nigga. Like we had to make every day count for real. Like every day we had to accomplish some shit to make sure that everybody was, my nigga, when I got to Houston and we finally got all my family out, all the Astrodomes and shit where everybody was, we was 30 plus people living in a 2-bedroom apartment, my nigga. I slept in the closet. You feel me? My room was the fucking closet on a little skinny ass air mat, and we had the, you know what I'm saying? A 2-bedroom apartment, 30 plus people. If them landlord take me, yeah.
Damn. So, and a nigga, there's no way a nigga that is in Alabama could even understand it. All we saw was nigga come down that hole and nigga would not have it.
You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I got 29 other people in my house and we gotta eat today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's no disrespect to the nigga that I'm going to take this from. I don't know him. I just know we got to eat. You know what I'm saying? And man, look, I'm gonna keep it all the way gangster. Nigga never said this, especially on camera, but for every nigga that we took down, I apologize. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Man, look, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? We went at war with the wrong motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because when I did get to Houston, you heard me? Like I told you, I got there with the clothes on my back. I'm chilling in the living room. I get a knock on the door. You feel me? I don't know nobody out there. I look out the window. I see like 3 females. And I noticed them because they from around the apartments. I saw them like walking around or something, you know, like a day or something before, but they knock on the door. I open the door. They got bags of clothes, bags of toothbrushes, bags of just shit that they thought that we need. They went spent out their own pockets. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never get government assistance. You know what I'm saying? Ever. You feel me? No FEMA, no none of that shit. What a nigga be talking about, I don't know what the fuck a nigga talking. A few niggas got that. Everybody ain't get that shit. For the most part, we still in survival mode. Man, we got PTSD, niggas walking around. The murder rate still high to this day, cause niggas was 2, 3 years old living in shelters, and a nigga, them same National Guards that's coming down here for this corona shit, was walking around them with their AR-15s on them. You feel what I'm saying? Strapped up on them. These children grew up thinking it was at war. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they had to fight to survive. I'm living around 100 other people in a fucking shelter for years. You know what I'm saying? No matter how long they had to be in, it was a hotel, a shelter, wherever you had to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. It was more like, I'm not about to live like this. I just come from fucking glory. You feel me? It might look like we ain't had nothing, but that was everything to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit. And do you feel like it's gonna be the same shit with the corona shit, or how you feeling?
Man, I'm gonna keep it all the way gangster. I feel the exact same way I felt before Katrina. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy, I feel like Katrina was practice for this. I think that was dress rehearsal. You know what I'm saying? For this, it's way more deeper. The National Guard down here, the shit I be hearing now be crazy. The National Guard down here now, people don't even know that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they on some underhand shit trying to do it behind our back. I heard they came down first because they know that we gon' start looting and going crazy if they really tell us what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta make people aware. You gotta inform people and let a nigga know what's really going on. Fuck if you scam or not, you gotta give them the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, nigga need the truth. Stop hiding the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and it just dope, man, because, you know, I ain't seeing nobody being sick, so it's hard for me to even think about the virus being real, but I know this response that we getting from these soldiers and shit is something totally different. But you know, I don't want to give y'all all that because we're going to go way too far with this shit. But I wanted to put y'all down on New Orleans, when the project coming out?
ASAP, brother, tell you the truth, it's done. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We about to bless the world with that in a minute. You dig? I dropped the first single, All In. That's on all streaming platforms right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's produced by my dude, Monaco, from way overseas, some fucking well. You know what I'm saying? Retarded. Sound like he from around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be like, what dude from? I'm like, man, look, that's a white boy. You hear me? Nigga be like, man, look, for real, dude, nasty.
From Russia
you know what I'm saying? So,
like I said,
shout out Monaco.
Like, I'm rocking with it, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to it, we're gonna push this shit out and really try to make this shit out, because we need this type of music and motherfucker, like the real understanding type music. And now me seeing how easy it is to get down this bitch, I'm definitely gonna be down this bitch again. So we gonna get some more shit going on.
My G, respect, much respect, brother. Man, you know that. Always love.
I see you, man.
You know that, all right, brother.